I'm on page 329 of your Osborne book, Pivot Tables and Workbook Management, exercise 4, the what if analysis. In this exercise, we're going to practice using the 3 tools within the what if analysis. We're going to be looking at the outcome of changing values, using goal seek to find out how to get a specific result, and creating a simple data table. So you'll need the T8 what if spreadsheet, and we want to save it as T8 exercise 4. It's always a good idea to check your spreadsheet is familiar with yourself. That will enable you to be able to do the exercise a lot more confidently. So if we look, we've got forecast for the year, we've got sales, cost of sales, gross profit, expenses and income. And we've got it over 4 quarters with a total column. Our assumptions are going to be sales will be 5%, which is growth per quarter. Cost of sales will be 20%. If yours has got 15, just change it to 20% because it should be 20%. And expenses is 25%. What we're going to do is we're going to consider 2 scenarios. The first one, we're going to be optimistic and hope that the sales will actually be higher than both the cost of sales and the expenses are going to be lower than what's been specified. So what we're going to do is you could either highlight them beforehand by pressing Control, because we're referring to these assumptions, G3, G4 and G7. We want to go to data, so I'm going to move over to data and I'm going to go to what if analysis scenario manager. As you can see, it says no scenarios have been defined. If yours comes up like that, just click on the plus, and if yours comes up like this, then it's fine. So we're going to basically call this one optimistic. Now, if you haven't selected your cells G3, G4 and G7, then basically you can just type it in yourself now. So let's pretend I didn't. I can then go click, Control, click and click. If you selected it beforehand, then you'll need to basically remember to put your dollar signs in. I'll now click OK because I've just created the scenario. It's asking me what are my scenario values. So for G3, I want the value to be 0.1. For G4, I want that to be 0.19. And then for G7, I want that to be 0.22. And now I'm going to click OK. And I want to create another scenario, but this time I'm going to be looking at poor. So I'm just going to click on plus because I want a new one. I'm going to call that one poor. Now you can see my dollar signs aren't there, so I'm just going to click off and I'm going to click them again. Oh, taking out what I've put, and control and drop down. Click OK, and I'm going to put my values in for each one. So for G3, I'm going to say as 0.02. For G4, I'm going to make that one 0.25. And for G7, I'm going to make that one 0.3. So I'm just going to check that they've all taken, which they have, and I'm going to click OK. Now that we've created both our scenarios, an optimistic one and a poor one, I want to create a summary. So I'm going to click on summary. I want them to be in F3, F4, F5, F7 and F8. So I'm just going to maneuver that to be how I want it. So I want the results in F3, F4. So you could either type them in like I was doing, or we could click on the box and select it this way. Pressing Control, so F3, F4, F5, F7 and F8. When you're done, click back on the drop down and click OK. And there we have it. The scenario summary has now come up, displaying what we wanted. So we've got our 5, 20 and 25%. We've got it to our optimistic, which is our values that we put in earlier, and we've got our poor, and these are the results that have come out. I'm just going to increase this page so you can see it a bit better, and you'll see your current values, what your optimistic performance would be, what your poor performance would be. Save the spreadsheet, keeping the same name, and this stage is now complete.